Hello and welcome to your Twin Flame Journey Love Story Tarot reading. This is one video in a series of 4. This video is for those of you who have just met your twin flame or you are about to meet your twin flame, and this is Spirit's way of giving you a little bit of information and heads up about that. The other 3 videos are for those twin flames who are separated, those twin flames who are reuniting, and then finally the twin flames who are back together for good. So if you really resonate with this reading, you might want to check the other readings out as well, just to see, you know, the whole journey here. So with that said, I am going to pull a card here and get some information about how you guys met, okay? Or how you're gonna meet, just depending. Okay, so we have a career and finances coming out, and we have keep an open mind. Okay, so with these 2 cards, for me, many of you watching this video will either meet your twin flame through your job, through your banking or financial institution. You know, if you do a lot of investing and things like that, it could be somebody in that building, or, you know, also with this, it could be where you are at some sort of work event or out with coworkers for happy hour, and either a coworker's friend is the person, or while you are out with people from work doing something with work, you meet your twin flame, okay? So very strong connection around your job. Also with that, any sort of like restaurant, buildings within the vicinity of your workplace. You know, if you frequent like a grocery store, convenience store, specific bar, you know, restaurant, something like that around your workplace, you meet them there, okay? It's something very attached to work, or something to do with your finances, which would be like your banking institutions, things along those lines. So when you're around those places, just keep your eyes and ears open, because keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So with this, it's like you're going to feel a connection right away, but it might not be like the package that your twin flame is in. It's not really your typical what you go for, or the package that you're in isn't their typical what they would go for. There's just some element of like polar opposites, yet there's this attraction there. And I think because we're so opposite, so different, or that's how it seems initially, that, you know, there may be some hesitation, or, you know, this is just for fun, I'm not sure where this could really go. But Spirit's like, nope, keep an open mind here, okay? Because this connection, you know, over time is really going to come to life from everything that you guys have experienced prior to this lifetime as twin flame souls. So let's, where are they? Okay, let's pull some tarot about this meeting here. Ooh, okay. That one just wanted to fly, and it is... Ooh, look at that. Justice. Okay. So with this also coming out, very divine. You guys are just like, there's no effort here. Spirit's just going to align you guys to meet. But to go along with this finance career, this could also be like any sort of things associated or attached to the justice system, the legal system, like a police officer, a firefighter, a social worker, a judge, you know, you're serving on a jury and it's another jury member. It's all those little scenarios. It's just Spirit wanted to add that justice in there kind of, I think, open this reading up to a bit more people. So keep that in mind. Very interesting. All right, so let's keep going here. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. There's that finance and career again. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. And we have the Emperor. Man, gosh, so strong. Judge, somebody in your workplace, high power, financial institution of some kind. My goodness. Anyways, what I see here is one or both of you have had some pretty heavy relationships and heartbreaks before we're meeting up here. And because of that, there may be that hesitation where, because it's, you know, the connection's there and everything, but it's not, again, we've got to keep an open mind about something here. You might be like, I want to reject it, or they might want to be rejecting you, but what's meant to be will be here. And yeah, you both have really been through some heavy heartache, for sure, equally. It's not just one or the other. Both of you have experienced some sort of, you know, past relationships that were really challenging and intense. Maybe for some of you, you grew up very poor, in poverty, or in a very abusive situation. Okay, it's just, for both of you, there is some serious, heavy, challenging energy associated to your experiences before you guys align to each other. So I think your initial connection is going to be in that place of where you've had a similar sort of trauma in your life, and that's like where we initially connect with each other. But again, it's like we are looking at each other as though we're very different, quite opposite. Could this ever work? But the connection, the relation is so strong that it's like you neither one of you can really turn away from it. Okay, so this is my divine masculine side, and this is my divine feminine side. So let's pull a card for each and kind of see, you know, what's coming through on those ends. Okay, that's a little bonus. The Silver Waterfall. Yeah, you both are, when we meet, or when you're meeting, you both have, you know, gone through quite a bit, but it's also the healing process. I feel like you guys meet each other during your healing process because the Silver Waterfall has flown out here. So let's see. All right, so over here on Divine Masculine, we have intimacy. And over on Divine Feminine, we have maturity. Wow. So yeah, you guys coming together, these are really beautiful energies, actually. This Divine Masculine, he wants his Divine Feminine. He wants to love her, to support her, to protect her, you know, to hear all of her fears and soothe them all away. Like, this is the twin flame connection all day long right there. That mature twin flame connection. This to me is not where we come together and then break up and do work and then reunite. To me, this is where all of that heavy challenge craziness happens before we come together. And when we come together, we're both on point. Like I said, we're in that healing process and or awakening process. And look at that, the two parrots there. Yep, under the rainbow. For sure, there's equal balance of energies. The Divine Feminine is very mature, very confident, very independent, very strong in herself. Also, very connected to her spirituality, for whatever that means for her, whether she's religious, she's very intuitive, she's an empath, she's psychic, she's medium, or she's just very connected to the flow of life, the rhythm of life. She's just in tune. Over here, divine masculine, he is in tune. And you know what? I almost kind of get the sense that divine feminine recognizes the twin flame connection here before divine masculine does. Just because of what I see depicted in these two pictures. It's not that he's not attracted, but I feel over here on the divine masculine side is where we've got to keep an open mind a bit more. In fact, I feel divine masculine might be older than divine feminine, even though she's very wise, very mature. It's from her spirit, okay? Old soul. So I love those two energies coming out right off the bat. So let's see what's existing between the two of you, kind of the journey of, you know, meeting and the progression of that. Okay, so we have separation. This to me means that, you know, this is where we are separated from our past life, because this is not the video of we're separated at this time. This is, we have just met, and here is the confirmation of that. We've just met and we've been separated from each other at some point in our past life and all of this life. So this, you know, unitement is something very, very special. Yeah, look at that. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play in your love life. To me, this is a confirmation of you guys go through all the crap, the heartache, the growth, all of it with karmics, not with each other. And look at that. Here's that chemistry, that connection that's undeniable. This could be the one. Look at that. And then we have retreat. I love it. Yes. This is a slow moving connection, okay, initially, because again, I kind of feel more on the divine masculine side, but it could be on the divine feminine side. There's just something where it's like, I don't know if we could be, like, there's just keep an open mind about something. But as we kind of get to know each other, boom, there's the spark. Oh my gosh, this could be the one. And then it's just like all of a sudden we're completely wrapped up in each other. Okay, it's so beautiful and sweet. It's you know, with all the cards that could come out in this deck, or even the true love reading cards, this is just telling such a beautiful story of coming together and love and connection, and not all that heavy, hard, challenging energy. You guys really do that with karmics and soulmates before you unite. And you know what? With separation, if you know this person at all, this is like somebody that you met and you never thought romantically about, really, period, at all. Somebody from childhood, somebody from way, way long ago past, a coworker that you just saw as a coworker. Like, there was no romantic connection or interest, okay, prior, if you knew this person. It was like just not even on the radar to you or to them for whatever reason. And there comes a point where there's just this recognition, or this is talking about, again, where we're finally uniting for the first time in this life, okay? But it's not even if we knew each other before. It's not even like we were friends. If we were, it was way, way, way back in the day. It feels more like an acquaintance, you know, somebody that you just kind of know in passing, or through a mutual friend or something like that. It's not anybody that you or they would consider significant. You know, keep an open mind. It's just kind of like you don't see it, you don't notice it, and then, you know, spirit brings you guys back together. Oh yeah, hey, I know you, how are you, what's up? And then it's just like, boom, instant connection. All right, but if that's not the case, then again, this is where we have not met at all this lifetime, and when we come together, it's very special, and you're going to realize why you had to go through so many challenging relationships, the way that it's grown you, because once this connection sparks, that's it. It's like, woo, woo, just hot blazing fire and unbreakable bonds, because we have gone through all of the crap and challenge prior to falling in love with each other, okay? So I love this twin flame connection here. You guys decided to save the best part for each other, not the crazy hard work this lifetime. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands. By the time we are meeting or coming together, it's like one or both almost are ready to give up on love. Yeah, because we're tired of the games and the bad relationships. And yeah, look at this. We're feeling really shy, really unsure, you know, but the connection, yeah, because look at that. The connection is just too strong. Man, lots of physical chemistry here. I just have to say that. And then Queen of Pentacles. And lastly, the Seven of Cups. Okay. So listen, this to me is, with that Queen of Cups coming out, it's where we're both trying to hold back a little bit, because we are just, whatever each of you have been through, okay? And look at 7, 8, 9, 10. What a perfect progression of energy, and then Knight to Queen. Yeah, whatever you guys have been through prior to each other has just been a lot to deal with, a lot to take on. You have the 9 and the 10 of Wands, and then the 7 and the 8 of Cups, okay? So the fact that the progression of the energy, I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10 between the 4, but 9, 10 is Wands, 7, 8 is Cups, that perfect synchronicity of numbers out of 78 cards, boom, coming out, and then 2 court cards, a male on the divine feminine side, a female on the divine, I'm sorry, a male on the divine masculine side, a female on the divine feminine side. You know, it's no coincidence. So I see that there is going to be a lot of chemistry here, but there's also a lot of emotion, and the emotion is more of like fear. And I see divine feminine just being so kind of shaken up by this connection, you know, that she wants to kind of pull back and not really show how deeply she feels, okay? But it's like divine masculine is on her mind 24/7, and this connection is just so hot and powerful that, you know, when it happens, it's a bit scary, because again, what you guys have been through prior is the issue, not anything that's going to happen here. And, you know, I just feel as though as you experience each other's energy and get more comfortable, and that the recognition of our true connection, you know, starts to bubble up to the surface for both of you, it's any sort of this is like goes away. We have this recognition because the connections at a soul base, also physically when we come together, because this is the penetration card, it really goes deep for both of you. And that's like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that with you, but boom, there it is. And wow, what do we do with this? What do we do with this? And so it's interesting because I have 2 wands and 2 cups. So I would be inclined to say fire sign, water sign. However, we have an air sign and an earth sign here. So I'm not really going to like break it up into different signs, because really you'd have everything if I did that. So, you know, if this fits, apply it. If it doesn't, then this, you know, may not be the reading for you. But let's kind of take a look and add to the romance angels journey, and, you know, take a look and see what that's talking about. All right, so settling, regret, that's our past, those past relationships, material wealth, and free will. I think this goes back to that finance and careers card, or the justice, about where we meet this person, how, you know, there's something about it, it just keeps coming out. And then barrier and cycles. So yeah, to me, this is our bad relationships that we settled for, and, you know, all the learning that we both had to go through, okay? This here is where, you know, we're meeting, and that money, financial, judicial, something here's the confirmation. But with free will, it's, to me, is that energy of, I'm scared to death. You know, what I've been through in the past, I just wanted to focus on myself, focus on my career, focus on my dreams, focus on my goals. And boom, here's this connection. And it's like, you know, do I or don't I? It's not really a free will choice, even though it feels that way. But this relationship won't come into your life, or it comes into your life once you have broken all of your karmic cycles, okay? So it's legitimately like you and your twin flame have been intentionally blocked from each other until you both have completed your karmic cycles, both of you, okay? Because again, this connection is not intended for that experience this lifetime. This connection is intended for when you have expanded consciously and you are totally aware of yourself and what is required of you in a relationship, and the other party involved knows what's required of them. It's a very balanced energy, and we have to totally clear the past first, but it's meant to be like the reward for some. I feel like some of you had some serious, heavy, challenging karma to work through. And I don't mean like you were bad in a past life and all this stuff. No, when I say heavy, challenging karma, deep, deep spiritual work for both of you this lifetime that did not involve your twin journey of soul, okay? So there's like these romantic lessons that came into your world, and it wasn't so much to teach you romantic lessons, but they played out romantically with other people because that was the best way for that particular lesson and expansion of your consciousness to come through, okay? Because to me, with twin flame, it's usually your most challenging. I know karmics can get challenging, but that super deep soul stuff that really grows you, it's in a different way than a karmic. It's very hard for me to articulate. But, you know, that it's like you guys have already done those type of romantic learnings in past life, all right? So when you guys come together this life, it's like, no, we're not doing all that karmic crap. We are coming together after we've done our life lessons, the really heavy stuff. We're going to come together after that and heal each other and live out the rest of this journey with, through that healing, the continued expansion of consciousness, elevating us to the next level, okay? So this is really, really a deep reading. Wow. Let's take a couple look at the shadows that Divine Masculine is facing and Divine Feminine, you know, before this union comes together. Whoa, okay. So, for masculine, Divine Masculine, I have distant. And this is where I feel Divine Masculine kind of gave up on love and decided, you know what, I'm just never going to open my heart again. And look at this, Divine Feminine, guarded, pretty much the same thing. And I just would like, oh my gosh, Spirit is so freaking amazing. I would just like to point out, do you see, both of these cards depict a skull, and I don't really know, like, there's sun skulls, but I mean, come on, and that this is blue with a, you know, beige skull. This is beige with the blue butterfly. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and I mean, the cards depict those energies, but distant and guarded. Same thing where, you know, we kind of gave up on love before we come together because of everything we've been through, but the connection is just too undeniable that, you know, there's just, we can't escape it. So let's see what your spirit guides want you to know specifically about this twin flame connection. And, you know, some of you have just met again, you know, and just met, I would say, you know, anywhere from a couple days ago to a year ago. And some of you are just on the horizon of this. And oh my gosh, I'm about to cut. And what's the message from your spirit guides? about this connection. Orbs of light, spirit realm, look at that. They're about to speak. So what do they have to say? Okay, this is orange. Enthusiasm, excitement, and warmth. You know what? Orange is the sacral chakra. So this to me is that nice, passionate, strong connection, but also the reignitement in both of you where we were like, we're never going to love again, but oh my God, I met you, game over. And look at this tidal wave disturbance. Yep. It's going to create, like, this connection creates a lot of emotion in both of you just because of where we've been. And we had the wands and the cups going on. Wands is fire, cups is water. And look at, we have that going on again. The wands and the cups, the spirit and the emotion. Very, very strong in this connection just because of what we've been through. And look at gray, depressed, detached, unemotional. You both have had very, very traumatic times. Spider and weave, yep, and you had to go through all of that, everything you've been through before we come together to become who and what you are. It's all part of the, you know, divine cosmic plan. And look at that, rainbow renewed, yep. And that's on the tidal wave in the gray. Everything you guys have been through prior has prepared you for when you guys come together, okay? The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow found inside of each other, okay? I love it. So let's pull some cards here to see, you know, all right. Personal choice. Okay, so we have free will and personal choice coming out. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So listen, because we have free will choice and personal choice coming out, I get this sense where you both kind of feel like, because there's two cards here and we're looking at two people, you both feel like you have this free will choice of being with each other, but at the end of the day, we make the choice to be together because we're twin flames. Like, it's our contract, but somehow it's like you both have to think in your mind that you're making the choice to pick each other, not because of that amazing connection or the really good times that you have, you know, in the bedroom. It's, you feel like, no, it's my choice. Like, I'm deciding. Because I get the sense like both of you were like, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to fall in love again. I'm not going to do it. And now, boom, here it happens. We meet and it's like, oh, no. It's my choice. I'm going to decide that I'll give love a chance again, you know? Keep an open mind. But the truth to me is, you guys were always going to meet and you were always going to have this connection because it's intended. Like, you absolutely planned that for this lifetime, okay? It's just no questions from what I see. So let's... All right, so over here on Divine Masculine, we have the link, Keeper of the Secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So Divine Masculine is very wise, very connected to his intuition and understanding the rhythms of life, all right? And he has decided he would be just fine on his own. Just fine. Until he meets his divine feminine, which, oh my gosh, is the ego mastery. And, wow. Okay, Spirit, these came out, both of these came out in the, separated, but opposite sides. So, wow. Anyways, for Divine Feminine, we have ego mastery. I'm not surprised though, because look, we have maturity there, okay? So you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Yeah, you guys are very spiritually connected, and your understanding of each other comes from that place. So this isn't somebody that's going to cheat on you. This isn't somebody you're going to cheat on. Everything that happened in the past is in the past. It, you know, it does not matter in the present, okay? It doesn't. Like, when you guys come together, you need to decide that the past has nothing to do with each other, and this is just too divine. I mean, it might be that the connection and everything, it's like so much that it's like, oh God, it's just like gonna happen, you know, it rolls in quick and it's gonna roll out just as quick. I don't think so. This is like, you know, meant to be. Okay, so look at this. Yep, 6 of Flames. This to me is meant to be. And you know what? With this card, I'm kind of looking at the different lives you guys have had with each other. And, you know, with the 6 of Flames here, you see these 5 flames. 5 is the number of challenge and change and that all that friction, all right? These are our past lives. And this life right here, do you see? This is where we're not going through the challenge in our romantic union together this lifetime. This is the lifetime where we meet up and we come together to truly heal each other from the life journey we have each experienced before we come together. The challenge exists prior to this union, okay? And that's a little counterproductive, or not counterproductive, counter to what, you know, the twin flame journey is known for, okay? I see, for those I'm reading, that this is where we do the hard work in our other lives prior to this one. And in this life, all the challenges and crap that we must go through for our spiritual growth comes through other people, experiences, and situations. And when we unite, it's beautiful. It's just the ultimate thing. It overshadows anything you have been through prior. So that is really beautiful to see. Actually, I love that. I'm just going to post some advice for you guys about this. I really feel this, once, you know, we decide to become committed and the connection doesn't frighten us, it's just, you know, that's what it is for the rest of our days. It's, you know, it's beautiful. Okay, so advice for Divine Masculine. Dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that's deep and last till morn. Wondrous dreams for days reborn. For Divine Masculine, I feel this is like so many different meanings. He sees this Divine Feminine in his dreams. There's this energy before he even meets her that is with him, and he feels it. And so when he meets her, he's like, whoa, this kind of feels like what I've always been truly desiring, or this is that feeling I've always been dreaming of. Like, I know this, deja vu. Like, there's something about this that has been with me all my life. And Divine Masculine has trouble where he doesn't get enough sleep, okay? And when he doesn't, he gets really out of balance. So Divine Feminine, if he's cranky, if he's irritable, if he's unreasonable, if he's not acting himself, it's all about his sleep cycle. Like, he is very, very sensitive to his sleep cycle, whether he's aware of it or not. And it has to do with his, you know, empath ability, his extreme sensitivity to energy and others, psychic, whatever he is, his sleep is very, very important, okay? And so if he's really out of balance, it's because this is out of balance. Just keep that in mind. All right, good cheer. With kind heart and humorous free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. Nice. Yeah, this is just like our excitement, the way we feel with each other. And it's like it's almost too good, you know? Over here, glamour. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. Divine feminine, this is where you're opening your heart. You've got to believe in love again. Okay, you've got to believe in love again. And look at, this is 45, 25, and 15. What the significance of that for me is 5, 5, 5. When we meet, when we come together, it's life-changing because, you know, we have both kind of decided that maybe a romantic relationship was not meant for us and we were going to let it go and just accept it and maybe casually date people from time to time, whatever, but never really get serious again because what's happened has just been too much and, you know, whatever. But now, you know, we come together and it's just the mind changes. The mind changes because the connection is just too strong. It's very loving and it's very supportive. It's a little scary at first. We're both a little intimidated by it. We both want to hold back, but we both, with free will and personal choice, we both make that a decision in our minds to be, okay? Our heart's already there. Our soul's already there. But because of what we've both been through, it doesn't matter. Those things are not overriding, controlling, dictating, all right? It's the mind in both of you that has to decide, I will do this again, all right? The soul connection, the heart connection's there. It's the mind that must meet in this lifetime. And it's not about the two of you. It's about what you've been through prior before you meet, all right? But when we come together, this is the good stuff. This is the good relationship of your life, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who have just met your twin flame or you are about to meet your twin flame. I hope this has helped and I wish you all the very best. Take care.